quite sure what that's about. Interesting little race this, as the boys have been saying, really quite competitive. One or two horses do run their best races here. Landecker, all four of his runs of or wins have come here. Total Assets likes it here as well, the course and distance winner. And Seldom In, who is one of two from the Sandy Thompson yard, is a three-time course winner as well, although it's never won over this distance at Kelso. Scotswell's won here 4 times. The starter is on the rostrum. Runner's going to take one more turn. Well, whatever the delay was, starter is still on his walkie-talkie, but I think whatever the delay was, I think it's probably over, because it looks like they're about to be called forward.
Fully matched.
Runner's taking
First
one
match.
more turn, and the flag is raised. Set to go, and they're
Mark
off.
it
The feature
in
race,
play.
the Isle of Skye Blended Scotch Whisky Handicap Hurdle Race is underway. 3 miles and 2 furlongs to negotiate, and 13 flights of hurdles. Scotswell is first to begin in the pale blue. Horse in the noseband leads up by a couple to Total Assets racing second in the yellow with the green spots and sleeves, and racing third Rowdy Rocher in the cheek pieces is followed by Seldom In the checks, and a little bit deeper out 7 Balls of Fire. They're followed through towards the back of the field by Native Optimist. Also well back is Catcher Matt, and so too Landecker, as they all
Fully
negotiate
matched.
flight number 1 safely. So about to take a turn to head back towards the home straight for the first time. There's probably 10 to 12 lengths first to last as they take the turn. And Scotswell and Thomas Wilmot, the one on the front end here, by a length and a half to Total Assets and Callum Bewley racing second. Rowdy Rocher is close up third for Alex Chadwick. A couple of lengths back in fourth, the chevrons of 7 Balls of Fire, jockey with a red cap. Also with a red cap on the inner, the green jacket of Native Optimist, and between those horses, Seldom In. Still towards the back of the field, Catcher Matt in the red and orange. And Landecker in the stars. Here's flight number 2. Scotswell negotiates it well. Total Assets just brush the plastic rail on the inside there, but no damage done. And up they come towards flight number 3, which will be the last in 2 circuits' time. Scotswell in front by 2.5. Rowdy Rocher towards the outside of Total Assets, and behind those 7 Balls of Fire, steering quite a wide course. Seldom In behind those. Here's flight number 3. Scotswell sees a stride, jumps it well. They've all negotiated flight 3 pretty well, and they head up towards the winning post with 2 circuits in front of them, with Scotswell in front by 3. Rowdy Rocher towards the outside of Total Assets, and then 7 Balls of Fire. Seldom In the centre pack with Native Optimist. Landecker has passed a horse and relegated Catcher Matt to be the overall back marker. So they're turning on the top end of the track.
First
Still probably
match.
10 to 12 first to last as they head over towards the far side for the first time. 2 flights of hurdles are awaiting them over there. Next up is going to be flight number 4. Turning to go opposite the grandstand, Scotswell has lengthened his lead. He's gone on by 4 to Rowdy Rocher in second. Length back to Total Assets racing third, and 2 more to 7 Balls of Fire, who's back in fourth. 3 parts to Seldom In as they negotiate the first in the back stretch. Behind those Native Optimist, then Landecker and Catcher Matt. They're quite well spaced out as they head off towards the next. This will be flight number 5.
Fully matched.
Scotswell has made all so far and continues to motor along nicely in front. Jockey with his hands dropped on the horse's neck. Travelling sweetly, leads up by 4 to Rowdy Rocher racing second. Total Assets is back in third. Seldom In just creeping a little bit further forward towards the inside of 7 Balls of Fire as they take the next. Native Optimist back in the field. Slight
Fully
mistake
matched.
towards the back there by Catcher
First
Matt.
match.
Landecker
Fully
just
matched.
getting a bit of a squeeze from Lucy Alexander. Trying
Fully
to latch
matched.
onto the main body of the field as the leader, Scotswell, continues
Fully
to
matched.
go merrily in front. Down the side of the track they come then, back towards the next. This is going to be flight number 6. Scotswell down towards the 6th flight of hurdles. Once again measures it well and gets away by a couple to Rowdy Rocher in second. Tap down the shoulder there for 7 Balls of Fire. Seldom In between horses. Total Assets on their inside. A gap of maybe 4 lengths to Native Optimist, then Landecker and Catcher Matt at the back of the field.
Fully matched.
On the turn once again, back towards the home straight, so well over a circuit to travel in the feature race. And Scotswell it is who continues to dictate the pace. The lead's been reduced though, it's only about a length and a half now. Rowdy Rocher in the cheek pieces.
Fully
Total Assets
matched.
in the spots. And then 7 Balls of Fire out wide of the check jacket of Seldom In. Probably only 3 lengths separating the front 5 now. Landecker just getting a little bit closer out wide and a noseband, and then on the inside Native Optimist. Back behind those towards the rear of the field. Catchamat just struggling a little bit to maintain
Fully
tabs
matched.
on the main body. So up the straight they come, back towards the flight which will be the last next time, flight 8 on this circuit, and Scotswell still there by about a length. Rowdy Rocher towards the near side in company with Seldom In inching closer, further towards the far side. Total Assets as they negotiate.
Fully matched.
Flight number 8, 7
Fully
balls of fire
matched.
just gets encouraged along for a stride or two. Native Optimist trying to get closer. Landecker has latched himself onto the main body. Catchamat still at the back. So only 8
Fully
turns
matched.
separating the runners as they go past us with a circuit left to travel. And Scotswell's where he's been throughout in front, showing the way by a couple. There's a wave of 4 behind. Total Assets to the inside of Seldom In, 3 deep Rowdy Rocher, and 4 deep 7 balls of fire. A length and a half behind that to Native Optimist in company with Landecker, and 3.5 more to Catchamat, who's just struggling a little bit towards the rear of the field. Opposite the grandstands they go once again, down towards the next. This is flight number 9, heading off towards it. Scotswell still pressing on in front. Rowdy Rocher in pursuit. Seldom In just stepped at that one a little bit, got away with it. Total Assets is next, followed by 7 balls of fire. Landecker encouraged to get closer. Native Optimist has now dropped second last, and Catchamat at the back. Down towards flight 10, this is 4 flights of hurdles from home. Scotswell encouraged along in front now. Rowdy Rocher trying to go up sides. There's probably a neck between them as they arrive at the 4th last. In fact, Rowdy Rocher might just have been the first to rise and land there. Couple of lengths to Seldom In, who once again was a bit
Fully
sloppy.
matched.
Gets a reminder from Rachel MacDonald. Total Assets jumped well to the inner. 7 balls of fire right there, and Landecker is getting closer all the time for Lucy Alexander, racing
Fully
4
matched.
horses wide. Native Optimist behind those. Catchamat's trying to get with them.
First match.
Here's the 3rd last flight of hurdles. Still all to play for here. Rowdy Rocher steps
Fully
at that.
matched.
Got over it okay. Total Assets jumps it smoothly on the inner. Landecker coming into contention out wide of 7 balls of fire. Then
Fully
Scotswell
matched.
towards the inside. Seldom In still with them. Native Optimist second last, and Catchamat still at the back.
First
so
match.
swinging the turn back towards the home straight. 2 flights to go in the Isle of Skye blended Scotch whisky handicap hurdle race. Total Assets on
Fully
the inside
matched.
for Callum Bewley, being joined again by Rowdy Rocher for Alex Chadwick, and 3 deep Landecker for Lucy Alexander joining in. Seldom In trying to stay with them for Rachel MacDonald. Still all to play for here. They reach the 2nd last flight of hurdles then. Rowdy Rocher in the centre, out wide Landecker. Total Assets to the inner, and then Seldom In. They set off up the running towards the final flight of hurdles. Total Assets trying to set sail, but still going well. Landecker, Rowdy Rocher encouraged along between horses. Seldom In not quite done with. They're back towards the final flight of hurdles now. Landecker's just about hit the front, but here comes Seldom In with a big effort towards the near side. At the final flight, Landecker jumped it well. A little bit slower in second, Seldom In. Total Assets trying to battle on with Rowdy Rocher. They go inside the final half furlong. Landecker all out to hold a late thrust from Seldom In, but driven out, Landecker will win for Nick and Lucy.